everyone, I am here in Ottawa. Got a really nice room here at the Marriott. The service at check-in was so nice. He gave me lounge access, late checkout. It was just awesome. And I also got into the room before the standard check-in time, which is amazing because I am exhausted. I woke up at 4 a.m. today to catch the train. My train was at 6:40, and you guys know I like to wake up 2 hours before leaving. I did get a lot of work done on the train. I was very good, and I slept a little bit, which was nice, maybe like a 20-30 minute power nap. I actually walked from the train station. I vlogged a little bit on the way here. It took around an hour, but it was a really nice walk. It was mostly walking and bike paths, so it was really, really nice. I am gonna go for another quick walk and then I'm gonna pop back in and take a nap. My sister's gonna be coming over. I think she's going to be staying the night at the hotel with me. Our parents are also going to be in town. They're gonna be in rather late though, so it's going to be me and my sister for dinner. And then I will see the rest of the fam tomorrow at her convocation. I think I'll just do an overview of the room because this is essentially what it is. The door that I came in through is just down the hall there. There's a king-size bed my sister and I will be sharing. And then there's a little sitting area here with some water. And then there's just a bathroom. This is an adjoining room, so it's kind of similar to the room that hubby and I got when we went with our friends to Montreal. I'm on the 24th floor and you can see the water over there and some parliament buildings, so I really like this. One more thing I forgot to mention, hubby is not with me. He is back home in Toronto. He's taking care of Lulu and Truffle. He thought he was working today, but it actually turns out that he has the day off, so theoretically he could have come with me, but I booked the train ticket pretty early and we found out about his day off a little bit later. It wouldn't have really been worth it for us to move Lulu and Truffle somewhere just for one night and then have to like move them back. So it was a little more cost effective and efficient for me to come on my own. This is a little solo trip for me. That's something I did want to do at some point during my gap year, but I'm not going to count this because this is just overnight and I'm meeting up with family, so I'm not really by myself a whole lot. I guess this would be a good time to tell you guys about the meditation retreat. That I am going on my own. I'm basically heading to a 10-day silent meditation that is north of Toronto. It's a meditation course, and all in with the travel days, it's actually 12 days. No phones, no books, no journals, no writing instruments. You're basically alone with your thoughts. There's some lectures and stuff like that, but really it's all meditation all day long. About 10 hours of meditation per day. So that's going to be a real challenge for me because I definitely have a monkey mind and it's very hard for me to calm my mind. So I'm very eager to see what that will be like. That I will be doing on my own. You're not supposed to talk to any of the participants, of course, because it's a silent meditation. You're not even supposed to really look at anyone. I don't really count that as a solo trip either, but maybe I will when I'm back. I did go out briefly, but I came back in pretty quickly because it is snowing really hard now. We're at Nando's for dinner. I got the chicken sandwich by itself, really sad looking. We're gonna share the wing roulettes, and my sister got the wrap. The plate, so empty. Hi everyone, I'm back from Ottawa. I got back late last night. I only spent one night in Ottawa and the past day or so has been a lot of fun, but it's been a whirlwind. Thursday night and Friday night I only got 4 hours of sleep each night, actually just under 4 hours. Last night I also slept late at around 1 or 2 o'clock, but I got a good 10 hours of sleep. I woke up at noon today, so I'm feeling a little bit better. I'm excited to get back onto the Eat at Home challenge because my sister and I went hog wild in Ottawa. We ate so much delicious food. I didn't end up vlogging as much as I wanted to, but I have some clips that I'll put into this vlog. We went to Nando's. It was my second time there and my sister's first time there, and we really enjoyed it. The portions at Nando's are very small. We didn't overdo it when we were there, but then our dad came to town at around 11:30ish, and he was hungry, so we went to an Irish pub and we had these mini Yorkshire puddings, which were quite good. I enjoyed them. The following day was my sister's graduation, so it was a really busy day. Her graduation was in the morning, and then we went out for dim sum. I am wearing my Invisalign again. Over the past couple of days, I've only worn them 4 or 5 hours each day, and I started to feel a little bit of soreness in my teeth. I think they were starting to move again. I think I'm still supposed to wear them around 12 hours a day, but because I was with family a lot and we were always eating and doing stuff, I didn't really bother to put them back in. So I'm trying to wear them a little bit more over the next little while, which is why I have them in now. Hubby and I are preparing dinner. We're just gonna have a light dinner. We're gonna do the goat cheese appetizer, and we're also going to have some wine tonight. Happy Monday morning, everyone. It is Monday morning, of course, and I'm about to have my breakfast. I'm going back to my regular reset type meals. So this morning I am having 2 scrambled eggs instead of 3 because I'm not super hungry yet. I topped those eggs with some cheese. I sauteed some spinach. I'm gonna have a bit more bean paste and some sauerkraut. This breakfast gives me a lot of energy, yet it's not too filling. It keeps me satiated for the majority of the day, but then by dinner time I am hungry again. So this is pretty much the ideal breakfast for me. These refried beans have been incredible. I read that they last 2 to 3 days in the fridge and you can also freeze them, but it's been more than 2 to 3 days and I give them a whiff every time I'm about to eat some and they smell perfectly fine. So I'm just gonna eat them. I had some yesterday and no ill effects, so I'm going to have more today. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get my steps in today. It looks like a really nice day out, so I want to get out at some point, but I really have nowhere to go, so I might just go to the library and maybe the grocery store. I know what I wanted to do. I want to make coconut bars tonight. My sister and I at the hotel lounge had these amazing coconut bars. So I'd like to look up a good recipe and hopefully I will have pretty much all of the ingredients. If not, I will run out and buy some, and hopefully me running out back and forth a couple of times today will give me my required 10,000 steps because I do want to maintain that. I also wanted to mention that I tried the Seicheng oolong and it is a very nice oolong indeed. This is actually the 3rd infusion. The first infusion was really nice. I steeped it only for 2 minutes and it was beautiful, very strong, very delicious. My husband had the 2nd steep yesterday and we steeped it for 5 minutes, I think. And then today, this is the 3rd infusion and I steeped it for 7 minutes. Haven't tried it yet, so let me just give it a quick sip. It is getting a little bit watery, but I actually like my tea kind of on the watery side. Not a latte, of course, but like a black tea or an oolong tea or a green tea. I like a little bit more on the mild side, so this is perfect for me. But if you like a strong tea with a lot of flavor, then the 3rd infusion probably won't be great for you. Here's the coconut loaf I made. I wasn't sure if it had set. When I took it out of the oven, it was pretty jiggly. This is the 2nd recipe I'm trying using coconut flour. It feels okay.
It looks delicious.
It's pretty crumbly though.
Way too dry.
Well, you have to hold it in your hand. Goodness. Okay, we're gonna give it a try now. Cheers. Oopsie. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's yummy.
It is? It is good. Delicious.
I'll eat more after.
This is really good. It's moist. Very coconutty.
Delicious.
I used coconut oil, coconut flour, and shredded coconut. So it should be very, very coconutty. And I also put some dark chocolate in here. I used these little Lindt and Aroma dark chocolate squares that we had kicking around. I basically broke up all of the dark chocolate squares and put them into this recipe, and then on top I put a little sprinkle of cacao nibs. This is really good. The recipe is a win. I was a little bit worried about coconut flour, especially since I still have a lot of one bag left and I bought a second bag. I would definitely make this recipe again. It's very, very good. It is Tuesday today and I just got home from Profusion. It's an expo on photography and videography. Hubby actually signed me up for this. Well, he signed both of us up, but he's actually working during the day when most of the expo is happening. So I went on my own. I think he really wanted me to go because he kept asking me, are you going to Profusion? Are you going? Are you going? I checked the schedule for the talks yesterday and there were 2 talks that I wanted to go to. One was a YouTuber talking about portrait photography and YouTube, 2 things that I am definitely passionate about. There was also a talk at the Canon booth on the new EOS R camera, and it was mostly centered around storytelling and videography. So I thought that was really interesting as well. Didn't really do much else. I'm not in the market for any camera gear or equipment, so I didn't really browse any of the booths or anything like that. My main thing was going to these talks and getting inspired, which I did. So I am back home now. Hubby's gonna be home in about an hour or so, but I probably won't start cooking till he gets home because tonight I'm gonna be making a Parmesan lemon garlic shrimp pasta dish. It's a recipe that I've tried before that I've kind of tweaked to make it my own, and it's quite delicious, but it's something that you should cook and then eat immediately, kind of like risotto. So I'm gonna wait for him to get home so it doesn't sit around and get cold in case he comes home a little bit later. Right now, I happen to have it right here, I am reading Your Money or Your Life. This is an excellent book. I'm surprised I didn't read it before because it is big in the financial independence realm. This book I find is fantastic, but again, it is pretty much preaching to the choir. A lot of the concepts in this book I already believe in, and a lot of the steps in this book I've already implemented in my own life. For example, tracking your income and your expenses, frugality, reducing your expenditures, paying down your debt, investing your money, generating passive income streams. All of these things are contained in this book and I already pretty much practice, but it's still a really good reminder, and it also kind of reinforces what I already believe, which I think is a good thing in this case. I think I only have one more chapter, so I might just curl up on the couch with Lulu and do a little bit of reading. I also forgot to buy lettuce for truffle, so maybe I will run out and grab that before I kind of settle in for the evening. Dinner tonight. This is the garlic lemon shrimp pasta with zucchini, carrots, onions, and garlic. It smells really good. It is Wednesday and I actually just came back from another taping of City Line. Last week after my friend and I went, she actually went ahead and filled out the form to be in the audience again. We were thinking that they would respond back for maybe next year sometime because they usually try to book 4 to 6 weeks in advance. They give you that much notice. But there must have been a cancellation or something because she got a response fairly quickly, and it was for today's episode, so a week later. This episode was a lot of fun as well. I really enjoyed the cooking segments. We got these little coupons and gift cards. This is the same as last time. And then we got this $10 coupon for some vegan food products that you can pick out at the grocery store. And then we got a $10 Walmart gift card, which is quite nice. We also got this toy. If you press the buttons, it lights up. Do you have to, maybe I need to turn it off? Not sure how to turn it off. I'm just gonna leave that there. Hopefully it'll turn off on its own. These look to be stickers, reusable stickers. So we've got some SpongeBob ones, some little Princess Disney type ones. That's what they look like. We also got this cookbook. I'm very, very excited about this one. This one is called Vegan Comfort Classics. It's by Lauren Toyota. She was on the show showing kind of like a vegan stir-fry type dish. It looked and smelled really delicious, so I can't wait to go through this and get some plant-based inspiration. Seriously, how do you turn this off? Finally, I'm pretty excited about these. This is a new product by Dempsters. These are the pull-aparts. These remind me of Pandesal, which I purchased at that Filipino grocery store. I blogged about them. They're pull-apart breads, and they're supposed to be sweet. When I opened the freezer today, I saw that I still have some pumpkin loaves in there. Totally forgot about those. I was planning to bake again tonight because hubby requested that I make those coconut squares again, but I don't think I will because we still have the pumpkin loaves, so maybe we'll have that for dessert. Tonight, I'm going to be making that turkey stroganoff that I told you guys about. That's in the Instant Pot, and it's a super easy recipe, so I will be back when it's time to cook. And hopefully that thing's going to stop very soon. I tried to press the button again, and I probably just prolonged it. Seriously? Here is the turkey stroganoff. I like to use ground turkey to make it a little bit healthier, and I also use the 5% sour cream as I mentioned in my previous vlog. I didn't have chicken stock this time around or broth. I just used water and added a bit more seasonings, so hopefully it tastes okay. Does it taste good?
Yummy.
You can't really see from here, but in the bottom of the bowl I put a bunch of peas just to lighten it up and to add a bit more vegetable. This is a super quick and easy recipe in the Instant Pot, so I will link it down below. Hubby and I are heading to an event that he signed us up for. This is a Mercedes event.
Hey Mercedes. Let's go. Introducing the new Mercedes-Benz A-Class with MBUX.
Last night, Javi and I went to this Mercedes event. This is one of the events that he signed us up for that his colleague actually told him about. So we went with his colleague and his colleague's girlfriend, and we had a really fun time. This was a free event, but there were 2 drink tickets included, so I just had a couple of glasses of wine, and there was a lot of food. At an event after work, there's usually a lot of hungry people who want food. So it was kind of fun watching the cater waiters come out and them essentially being swarmed 360. I wasn't eating, of course, because I'm on the Eat at Home challenge and I had already stuffed myself with the stroganoff. We also had those pull-apart buns, which are pretty good, but I prefer the Filipino pandesal. I didn't try the pull-apart buns by themselves. They're supposed to have a little hint of sweetness, but to me they just kind of tasted like a hamburger bun. I was really tempted by a lot of the food at the event. In particular, they had these little mini cheeseburgers, so sliders, and they looked so delicious. Everyone was raving about them, and they had so many come out on trays, so I was tempted not once, not twice, but multiple times. Stuck to the Eat at Home challenge, but I decided that I would make burgers for dinner tonight, so I get a little bit of that burger fix. That's one thing I'm really liking about the Eat at Home challenge. I'm getting a lot of inspiration and motivation to continue cooking by going to these events, but not eating the little snackies. For dinner tonight, I'm going to be making my version of a mini cheeseburger. I'm going to use those Dempster pull-apart buns since we have them already and they're kind of the perfect slider size. I know they're a little bit sweet, but I really don't think that's going to impact the flavor of the burger. Look how tall the slider is. The burger is half beef, half turkey, just to lighten it up a bit. And then I've got some grated cheese on top. We also have some pickled hot peppers from Costco, and then I put some ketchup. I wanted to add a little bit of veg, so I made these Brussels sprouts. This has the Asian dressing on it, and I also sauteed some onions to go with it. Happy Friday, everyone! There isn't going to be a whole lot of vlogging today, so I just wanted to pop on really quickly to say hi. I'm actually heading out right now. I'm going to my friend's place. We're going to have a late lunch together. She's going to be making salmon chowder, and I'm going to be bringing a variety of snacks that are eat at home eligible but not the healthiest. So I'm bringing some chips, and I'm going to be bringing maybe some cookies or something like that. Oddly enough, I'm finding myself short on time lately, and I haven't really been doing a whole lot of YouTube stuff because I'm trying to catch up on those 2 projects that I'm working on. The deadline is fast approaching, November 30th, so I have been working a little bit here and there every single day, and trying to get that done. I did my work already this morning, so now it's time to have a little fun, and I can't wait to see my friends. This is my Grail Springs friend, so we're going to be doing another letter to our future selves. We've only done one so far, and that was at Grail Springs in August. The burgers yesterday turned out fantastic. I will put a recipe on my blog. The burgers were so cute. They were tiny like this, but they were really tall. But the bread was very puffy, so you could squish them together and still eat them very easily. I ended up eating 3 mini burgers, and my husband had 4. Today we went to see a film called Free Solo. It's a documentary about a person who wanted to free solo El Capitan at Yosemite, and it was a very gripping documentary, very nerve-wracking, but it was really well done. It was beautifully shot. The storytelling was also done very well. I'm gonna be making the Cheaters duck confit recipe tonight. Here's what the smashed potatoes look like before they go into the oven, and I'm actually going to be using the toaster oven because they fit into the small pan, and I'm going to be finishing off the duck in the big oven. Here is what the onions look like. I also found a recipe for green lentils, and I've started these in the Instant Pot. The onions are all done cooking. I didn't quite caramelize them that much. The last few times I made this recipe, it turned out really, really dark. I'm just gonna leave it a little bit lighter today. As you can see, I've put the duck legs back into the pan. Now I'm gonna cover the pan and braise in the oven for about 90 minutes. Woohoo! The lentils are looking good. They also smell really good. I actually love lentils and this looks fabulous. I'm very excited about this because I did not have to soak them. Same with the beans that I made last time into the refried beans. Didn't have to soak them and they turned out fantastic. So I am very, very, very happy. It's ready. It looks so good. I'm so hungry. We started eating already, but everything is really, really good. I forgot to vlog before we started, but I did do a photo, so I'll insert that here. The potatoes turned out really, really well. They're the Jamie Oliver smashed potatoes. The duck is really good, and I made the Normandy vegetables, and that pairs really nicely as well.